A lot of people are concerned, if you've seen my fairy dust tutorial, if you haven't, you should go watch it. It's crucial in making your spells work. But someone asked, in the fairy dust tutorial, I show that your glitter needs to be filled in water and the water needs to be evaporated in the sun. Now, a lot of people don't have sunshine at the moment because it's winter, it's snowing, and it's cloudy. They don't have the sun out to evaporate their water, and it's been days and weeks and it won't evaporate. And they want to know if they can add heat to it or blow dry it or however they need to evaporate it. And the answer to that is yes. It may not be as effective, but it should still do the job well enough to create you some fairy dust. But if you can wait until the sun comes out, then I would definitely recommend that. But there are other ways to do it. Maybe a heat lamp would work the same as the sun. Anything with UV light.
It's just better to use the sun because, again, it's natural for the earth.
A lot of people can't. So if you can try to get a heat lamp or something, like for reptiles, they use those for like reptiles that need heat lamps, and try that because that might actually do a better job because it's directly on your fairy dust and nothing else. Someone said that there's a myth or a tale that fairies are terrified of metal or iron objects, and to answer that question, I wouldn't say it's necessarily true. Fairies are quite fearless. I wouldn't say fearless completely, but they are fearless in a lot of different ways. Of course, there are things that scare you as a fairy as they would as a human. But if you're a very fearful or superstitious person, that kind of gets fixed in becoming a fairy. So I've heard the legend that they are afraid of metal or iron, but it's not true for all fairies. But I'm sure certain types of fairies may get, it's more of like a phobia than a fear. Although those are kind of the same, but you know, if you have a phobia of something, you're not necessarily scared of it. You just don't like it or you get eerie around it, so that could be a possibility. Another question is, do the senses become stronger? And the answer to that question is yes, they do. Your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, your sense of taste, your sense of sight, and your feeling's pretty much the same. You can't really amp that up.
I also get a little bit of psychic abilities, maybe a bit of a sixth sense.
I've talked about the purple aura before. It's a very spiritual aura. That aura especially increases your sixth sense.
And your third eye.
Yeah, whatever that means. Just kidding. But yeah, you know, like spiritual sightings or psychic abilities are more accessible when you are a fairy or any sort of supernatural being, I would say. But yeah, they definitely heighten your senses. And that actually goes into my next question also, is the purple aura dangerous? And of course, like I always say, fairies attract very positive energy. So it's very unlikely that in this spiritual aura that you will attract negative spirits or demons or anything like that. But of course, you want to be cautious and careful with anything that you're doing as a fairy because it can potentially be dangerous. And so I would just recommend to have some sort of like holy water or holy Bible near you when you're using the powers of this aura. And of course, if you haven't been able to explore it on your own, I am going to make an updated auras video where I go into full detail on how to use all of those auras eventually because it has been highly, highly requested. I just need to sit down and plan out all of these videos so that I can release some great content for you guys. I believe quality over quantity, and I want to make sure that these aren't just videos that I'm posting because I have to, but because I want to, and I want to give you guys the most information that I can. Will I do another fairy giveaway? Yes, I will in the future. Of course, 2017 is a year of opportunity, and I think it's going to be a great year for my YouTube channel and for you guys. So I definitely want to give back to you guys because I hit 8,000 subscribers. If you didn't already know from my last video, it's an awesome milestone. We're that close to 10,000, and like I always say, I don't really care about the numbers, but it's awesome that that many of you are watching me and learning and maybe even becoming fairies, all of you one day. And then the next question is about a hair growth spell. And actually, she used to have a channel and she had a hair growth spell on there. I will try to recreate that and make it my own and post one for you guys and maybe featuring her because she likes to be in my videos sometimes. I decided to include her in this one because she knows a little bit about being a fairy. Not as much as I, the all-knower. I'm just kidding, guys. Another question was asking, are fairies all the same in looks and personality, etc.? And that the answer to that is no. They were questioning about the race of fairies, so that they have only seen blonde hair, blue-eyed, light-skinned fairies. But the answer is, if you are multiracial or a different race, if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. You can still be a fairy. There are plenty of fairies that are all different races, shapes, sizes, personalities. Of course, we're all super nice and friendly and happy, but everyone has their own characteristic that makes them unique in the fairy community, and that's what's so awesome about that community.
Also, with the wings, they're all different. So like a fingerprint, your wings are different to who you are. So it's also different in that way.
Yep. Next question is, do you have to go to fairy school to be a fairy? You don't have to go to fairy school, but I highly, highly recommend it because you learn a lot there, and it can be dangerous, like I said, to become a fairy. If you don't know everything you're getting yourself into, if you don't know how to use your powers, if you don't know how to publicly come out with this, then it can be difficult for you. So you definitely should go to fairy school if you can, but not everybody can, and you do have to be 18 if you don't know anybody already enrolled. So it can be difficult for you to go, and I try to teach you as much as I can in these videos so that you don't have to go to fairy school. So you don't have to, but it is recommended. The next question is about my Irish spell. I have a couple questions about that, and it is some examples of coins and perfumes to use in that. And honestly, any like silver coin, as long as it's silver, it doesn't matter what kind, just don't use like bronze or copper. And then any perfume will work. The more natural, the better. But of course, we can't all have natural perfumes. I didn't use one in my video. I used like Victoria's Secret. I know that that's not natural. So it really, there's no preference, but it is better to always use natural ingredients for every single spell that you do. It just gives you better results. And I find that using natural ingredients allows spells to last longer. I've recently discovered this. The more natural you stick, the more natural the spell is, and it just goes with your body a little bit better. And the other question about the Irish spell is what kind of powers do you get? And I've explained this before, but I'll briefly touch over it. You basically can become invisible. It's very hard to do. The whole point of the name is like invisible wings. So it's not that you can be invisible all the time. It's that your wings are not there, but you can still fly. And that actually answers another question that someone had asked me. I think they were confused because I said that you don't have wings but you can fly, and they were just questioning if you can or cannot fly, and that's the answer to that question. But yeah, online fairy school. There are none that I know of, but that would be really awesome for you guys. So I'm going to do some research and try to find some. If not, I'll try to do like more series like spell making and fairy 101 and stuff like that, because that would help you guys out, and try to just teach you what I've learned in fairy school. People want to know how to summon a fairy, and I think that Confessions of a Fairy did a video on that, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be totally making that up, and I just thought that she did. If she didn't, then I will try and make a video. You guys like want a fairy to help you, I'm assuming. If you can't be one, you want to have like a fairy friend. So or you are a fairy and you want to find other fairies. So I will try to make a spell on that, on how to summon a fairy, a video, my bad, on how to summon a fairy. Another question was, can we do a collaboration? So basically, if you don't know what a collaboration is, it's I would make a video and someone else would make a video, and we would put our videos together or whatever. They want to be on my channel and share their information. I tried to do that and post your guys' videos. I'm not sure if that's exactly what this question was meant. Yeah, there was a lot of Jennas. But I didn't really get that many videos, and yeah, I had the entries out for a while and I didn't really get much. But if you guys want me to try to do that again, I can. Or if you had a different idea on a collaboration, then just let me know in the comments below. Another question is about auras, how to determine your aura. I'm gonna explain that in my auras video when I put it out.
Bless your soul.
It just depends on your personality. Once I post the auras video, you will learn more about each aura as individually, and that might help you figure out more which one sounds more like your cup of tea. But yeah, it's quite simple to determine your aura, and you can always become a fairy with different auras. I've tried 3 different ones and had great results with all of them, but did find the one that worked best for me, and that was the green aura. Another question was, what spells do I recommend for you to become a fairy? And of course, I recommend my original spell, the Roman method. It works great for a lot of people. If that doesn't work for you, then Jade's spell is also very good. She has the Latin version of the spell. Those are the 2 that I really recommend as a basic fairy. If you don't want wings, then Irish spell. There's really not a lot of good ones out there that I can just tell you to do, and you can find them online. There are, of course, tons and tons of spells on how to become a fairy, but those are just the ones that you can easily find on the internet. The next question is, do I recommend any Netflix shows? Grey's Anatomy, of course. There's 12 seasons on Netflix. The 13th season is on TV next month. Some of it already came out, but yeah, that's a great show if you're into like doctor stuff, drama. It's kind of a more mature show, so make sure that it's not too mature for you. And then New Girl, Zooey Deschanel. That is a great show. It's really funny if you want something funny. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh boy, do I. So
give me top 3.
Oh, as if there's top 3, there's like top 100.
Okay, give me top 3, honey.
Okay, so basically The Office, Parks and Recreation. Some of those have a little bit of adult topics in it, but don't tell anyone. They're funny comedies. Supernatural.
Okay, that's 3. Haters Back Off, if you're into the YouTuber Miranda Sings or Colleen Ballinger. It's actually a pretty funny show, even if you hate the character. There's other characters that you will love. It's really funny, and it's age appropriate for the most part. So if you're younger, which most of you are, it's a great show to watch. And yeah, I don't really watch much shows on Netflix because I spent a lot of time watching Grey's Anatomy, as there are 13 seasons. And then the last few questions have to do with videos and YouTube channels. People were asking what my second channel is, and it's #Haley. I don't have many videos. I have about 2. One of them, there's profanity. It's the Mandela Effect video. If you don't want to see me curse, don't watch that video. The other one is a makeup tutorial, super simple, super clean. If you want to watch that, I don't wear much makeup, so don't know how interesting that is, but yeah. And another thing is, I'm going to New York next week, and I mentioned to vlog it, and a lot of you wanted me to, so the question is, if I vlog it, should I put it on this channel or my other channel? Would you guys rather just have it on this one, even though it's not fairy related? Or would you rather go to my other channel and watch it? That would be awesome if you would let me please know. And yeah, I'll leave the link to that channel down there. And I'll try to link the videos I talked about, but I probably won't because I'll probably get too lazy, just to be honest with you. And I edit it on my phone and it's really hard. So yeah. Anything that you have to say before I close out the video?
Well, yes, I have a YouTube channel myself. It's mostly just singing and makeup tutorials.
It's mostly videos of her pretending that she's Sabrina Carpenter because she used to kind of look like her.
But now I don't. Anyways, I do a lot of singing and I write my own songs, so check it out.
She plays the ukulele.
Yep, sometimes. Anyways, it's just Jenna Christine.
I'll link that below.
Description. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. This is probably in 2 videos because I always do really long Q&As and then split them up, so in case you don't want to watch too much at a time, then you have it split up. So yeah, this might be 3 videos. This was super long. But if you guys liked this, please be sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know you want more Q&As. And I already have a bunch of video suggestions, so you don't even have to worry about suggesting some unless you really, really think I won't make a video that you want me to. Then you can leave it below. And any other questions that you might have, I will try to answer it. I usually comment back within the first hour of comments, and then after that, there's just so many to keep track of. Like, it's really a lot. So, yeah, the first, hour or 2, I'll usually reply to, and then I'll go through later on and reply to the ones that I can find that I haven't already answered. And again, if your question wasn't in here, it's probably in a previous Q&A. I don't answer duplicate questions because they're already in my video, so why would I answer it again? But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm ranting a lot. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've been behind a camera, you guys. Do you have anything else to say? Or
no, I'm good.
All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, Fairy Truths, I'm out of here.
Bye.